You are now tuned in to That's Matt. I want to motivate you. Let's go. We've got to change our thinking. We've got to do things differently. Let's go.
Let's talk for a moment about what it means to be authentic. Now, I've seen people who get just livid over the posts that I do online because sometimes I don't pull punches. Sometimes I throw things out there. Sometimes I throw a jab, and a big hook at people that I think are doing damage in the industry, in the world, in business, in my life, in other people's lives. Now, why do I do that? Because I think that the best way to be kind to people and to be loving is to be real with them. Now, sometimes being real with them doesn't always feel good, right? Sometimes being real feels wonderful and it's loving. Now, people sometimes say that being nice is being authentic and that you don't have to always call out all the problems. Here's what I say. I don't care what you think. Let me say it again. I don't care what you think if you don't value authenticity. See, for me, happiness is always the end game. A smile is always the end game. Well, for me, I can't truly be happy if I'm putting on a smile to pretend like I think you're a nice person. If I think you're an asshole, I'm gonna tell you because that's authenticity. Now, I don't usually tell you that publicly. Usually, if I think you're an asshole, I just bail. But then if you keep pressing the matter, sometimes I say, you're an asshole. Now, that being said, sometimes I say, you're a wonderful person. Sometimes I say, man, I really appreciate you. Sometimes I say, hey, do you know this person? Gosh, you gotta get to know them. They're one of the best human beings I've ever met. Sometimes I just don't say anything at all. See, however you react, it doesn't have to be the same every time with every person. See, being authentic means that you're honoring the moment. Being authentic means you're being true to what you feel and what you think. Now, it doesn't mean that it has to be a gut reaction explosion. It doesn't mean you have to just say yes or no on the spot. Sometimes being authentic means taking the time to think and process. Sometimes being authentic means reacting in the moment. But either way, being authentic really always boils down to one thing. Are you being true to who you are? If so, it really doesn't matter what everybody else thinks. Now, there are some people that will say, whoa, that's bad for business. You have to put up with some stuff. You have to tolerate some things if you want to have more success later. You have to sometimes stay connected to, be friends with, buddy up with person A, B, C, D, even if you don't like them. Because one day, what if they have all these great connections that they can help you with? And I say, if you're willing to put on a show and pretend you like people and pretend that those people are good people just so you can maybe make a buck down the road, well, then maybe you're just as phony as they are. Now, some people say, no, I'm being authentic because to me, I think you never burn a bridge. Well, that's okay for you. And if that's who you truly are, then cool. Maybe you're the kind of person that they want to hang out with too. Maybe you're not the kind of person that I want to know. But the most important thing is you got to be true to you. And being true to you doesn't always mean the same thing as the way I am. And it's okay if we see things differently. Because if we were being authentic, we would say that there are no two people exactly alike. If we're being authentic, we would say that people don't always see eye to eye. If we're being authentic, we would say it's okay to be different. And it's also okay to pull away. Because if we're being authentic, we also understand that not everybody gets along with everybody. Not everybody agrees with everybody, and not everybody gives a shit about what everybody else thinks. So before you decide to get mad because somebody just won't see it your way, just pull away. You don't have to stay connected. Listen, there are billions of people on the planet, and there are many of them that see things very similar to how you see it. So maybe your time is better invested with those folks. Now, if you're not growing and learning, maybe your time isn't better spent with them. We can learn from people even if they have different viewpoints than ours. Doesn't mean we have to align ourselves with them and pretend like we like them. There are a lot of people that I don't like that are very intelligent that I like to learn things from. And there are a lot of people I don't like that I think are complete idiots. But at the end of the day, it's more important to be real and true to you so that you can give the best of yourself to everybody else. Thanks again for tuning in. Now, make your day amazing.
You are now tuned in to That's Matt. I want to motivate you. Let's go. We've got to change our thinking. We've got to do things differently. Let's go.